Alright TM Nation, these are the newly released Earfun Air 2 NC Bluetooth earbuds that I've had for a couple of weeks, and to be completely honest, at this point Earfun is making it difficult to justify paying over $100 for a pair of solid Bluetooth earbuds. And before I get too far, I do want to say that the Air 2 NCs do have their drawbacks, but let me give you the highlights. They do retail for $69.99, but for the launch you can get them right now for 30% off, which brings them down to under $50, which is a heck of a deal considering that they provide up to 40 hours of use including the case. They're using Bluetooth 5.3 with high-res audio and LDAC compatibility. They feature Quiet Smart 2.0 adaptive active noise cancellation, compatibility with the Earfun app, multi-point connectivity, and 6 mics with environmental noise canceling technology to ensure that you maintain that crispy call quality even in louder environments. Inside the box you get your normal stuff including your user manual and other documentation, multiple pairs of different sized ear tips that you can swap out if needed, a USB Type-C cable for charging, and of course you'll get the case along with the earbuds. The design of the case is straightforward as all you have is your battery indicator light in the front of it and your USB Type-C port for charging on the bottom, and in my opinion the size of the case is pretty much perfect as it will fit in any normal sized pocket without bulging out too much. And for those of you all who are concerned, it does support Qi wireless charging, which is always a plus in my book. Battery life wise, again these will provide up to 40 hours of use including the case, but if you want to know the max you'll get on a charge with the earbuds, that's going to be about 9, but remember those numbers are going to be without ANC, so if you choose to use this feature regularly, you'll get closer to 6 on a charge and about 27 with the case. The design of the earbuds is similar to what you'll get with the Air Pro 4s. The stems are just a little bit smaller and the curvature on the earbuds is slightly different. And like I always say, I typically do not prefer stemmed earbuds, but these feel okay for me as putting them in and taking them out of my ears is an easy process and I typically don't have to fidget around with them too much. They're also relatively lightweight, coming in at 4.8 grams each, so I've been able to wear them for hours at a time without getting any ear fatigue or discomfort. The Air 2 NCs also stayed in place well during exercise for the most part, but they did start to slide around a bit once my ears started sweating. Now they never completely fell out of my ears, but during my 30-minute jump rope session, I did have to reposition them a few times, which really isn't that bad at all, considering that these earbuds don't have any ear hooks or wings. They also never malfunctioned on me while they were wet, as they are IPX5 water resistant, and that'll do just fine in protecting them from splashes of water and sweat if you're looking to use them for strenuous workouts. During my testing, even when I had them drenched in sweat, the audio never cut out on me and the playback controls worked completely fine, no matter if the earbuds were wet or dry. Speaking of the controls, they're going to be executed by touch with these earbuds as there are no physical buttons on them, and you do have the option of customizing them inside of the app from everything from a single touch to a long press. For Bluetooth connection, these do use 5.3 and I haven't experienced any noticeable latency watching YouTube videos or Amazon Prime movies through either of those apps on my iOS or Android devices. But they do also feature a low latency gaming mode that you can toggle on if you're experiencing any type of desync, and that is aimed at cutting down any lag that you're experiencing to a near instant response. You do also get compatibility with the LDAC codec with these as I mentioned earlier, but you do want to keep in mind that if you use them in this mode, it is going to significantly impact your battery life, but I do think that it's nice to have that option if you do want higher fidelity sound. The call quality with the Air 2 NCs has also been really clear in my experience. They do use those 6 microphones and a noise cancelling algorithm to help focus on your speech while rejecting some of the noise going on around you. But as always, I did take samples just so that you guys can judge for yourselves. Let's check them out. Alright guys, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 15 Pro and the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on them. Now right now the room is relatively quiet, but I am going to do my background noise test after this. Give me a moment. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background, and this part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphones on these earbuds can focus on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. For the app experience with the Air 2 NCs, you can see the charge left on each individual earbud, toggle on or off the ANC and transparency modes, access pre-built EQs, create your own, or take the sound test inside of the app to have the software create a sound profile that's optimized to your hearing. You can complete firmware updates when applicable, access the user manual on the go, and toggle on or off the low latency gaming mode as well. So far, I don't have any complaints with the app. It has worked completely fine and hasn't shut down on me or given me any type of glitches. Now moving on and touching on the ANC, these perform better than average and are definitely in my top 5 in this category in terms of earbuds that retail between 60 and 75 bucks. I do think they will do fine and will be more than adequate for most people who just want something to use on flights or other public transit, because they do a decent to good job with reducing engine noises and those low humming and buzzing type tones. However, like most earbuds at this price point, they don't do the best job with dialogue, so if somebody's standing next to you or happens to walk by you and they're talking in a conversational tone, you will likely be able to hear them relatively clearly if you have the earbuds in and you're not playing any music. The adaptive mode does work well, but sometimes it lets in more of the environment that I'm looking for. It may be because of the voices going on around me and the algorithm thinking that those people are speaking to me and I need to hear it. I'm not sure. And the transparency performance, in my opinion, is respectable. During testing, I was able to pick up what was going on around me within about a 4 to 5 foot radius, which is slightly above average in terms of earbuds that I've tested with this feature at this price point. Now touching on the sound quality, these do provide several built-in EQs that you can choose from, so if you're not the type that creates their own from scratch, you should find something that you like in terms of the stock EQs. Now, I did create my own custom EQ because I pretty much always do that with earbuds that give me the option. But like I said, if you don't want to do that and you like a dynamic sound, I would suggest you start with Bass Boost 3. In this mode, the bass is stronger than I was expecting, but the overall clarity is bumped up as well. The sound signature is bright, full, and clear. I can hear background instruments fine. Vocals come through clearly, so dialogue is easily audible, and the bass response is nice and punchy too. Now, I did hear a noticeable difference in the overall warmth of the sound signature after I went ahead and did the sound test and enabled my custom sound profile. So I would say that there is a benefit to going ahead and taking the sound test because it only takes about a minute to complete. But overall, I do think that the Air 2 NCs do sound good. I will say that they aren't as clean to me as the Air Pro 4s, and depending on how you EQ them, they can be quite harsh and give off a tinny and distorted sound if you push them to the max volume. The output with them is also good as they get more than loud enough for my personal liking at max volume. Usually I can set them between 50 and 75% of the max, and like I said, that's more than enough for me to enjoy whatever that I'm listening to. Taking everything into consideration, fam, the Air 2 NCs are hard to beat for under 50 bucks while they're on sale. You're getting almost everything that you get with the Air Pro 4s, wireless charging with the case, good battery life, compatibility with the app, a low latency gaming mode, and LDAC compatibility too, but the sound quality with these is just not as buttery smooth as what you'll get with the more expensive Air Pro 4s, which is to be expected. Again though, for the launch with the Air 2 NCs being under 50 bucks, you really can't go wrong with them. If you're on the fence, I'd say pick a pair up and try them out. Even if they don't become your daily driver earbuds, they are undoubtedly good enough for a backup pair of earbuds that you can leave in your glove compartment, purse, or backpack for emergencies. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.